Hi everybody, welcome to Math with Mrs. Lehman. Today we are continuing Lesson 5 out of New York State Math Module 1 for grade 6. I am working with my second period class today. Say hello everybody.
Hi.
We just finished going over the bell ringer, so you can take a look at that if you would like. We are now moving on to our daily math joke. So it says there's a fine line between a numerator and a denominator. Only a fraction of people will find this funny. Okay, that was pretty comical. We're going to move on now today. We started lesson 5 yesterday, and I believe we are now on not the first page, which is 8. We are going to go to the bottom of page 9 to do an example or an exercise here, exercise 17. So if everybody could please flip to page 9, that would be great. All right, here we go. It says the ratio of the number of people who own a smartphone to the number of people who own a flip phone is 4 to 3. If 500 more people own a smartphone than a flip phone, how many people own each type of phone? So, let's read that again. I recommend you always read each problem twice. We're going to go in that second time and really pull out the key info. Alright, so when we get to something that is important to underline, please raise your hand. The ratio of the number of people who own a smartphone to the people who own a flip phone is 4 to 3. Anything in that sentence that is worth underlining? Josh?
Maybe the ratio?
The ratio is super important, 4 to 3. Now, what else do we need to underline in there? Kennedy?
You need to underline who people who own a smartphone to the number of people who own a flip phone.
Very good. So we know the 4 is connected with which type of phone? Kennedy? Smartphone, very good. So there's more smartphone people, owners, than there are flip phone owners. Okay? If 500 more people own a smartphone than a flip phone, how many people own each type of phone? What's important to underline in that next section? Yes, go ahead, Joe.
How many people own each type of phone?
Very good. So we've got to figure out how many smartphone owners there are, how many flip phone owners there are. And there's one more piece of info that is very important. Zoe, go ahead.
If 50 more people own a smartphone than a flip phone.
Right, it's 500, but yep, if 500 more people own a smartphone than a flip phone. All right, we're going to draw another tape diagram. We practiced this yesterday. What we're going to do is start by labeling each of the bars that we're going to draw. So we have smartphones and flip phones, right? So how many units do I need to draw for a smartphone? Bryson? 4, nice job. So we're going to draw a bar maybe that big. We're going to make 3 lines through it to divide it into 4 units. And then how many units am I drawing for the flip phone, Brent?
3.
Nice job. All right, so we're going to go over, draw 3. Those 3 units should match the size pretty closely to the 3 units directly up above that for the smartphone, okay? Now, we drew our original ratio, 4 to 3, smartphones to flip phones. Now we have to throw in that 500 more people owning a smartphone and a flip phone part. So where would I put that 500? Does anyone know? Thais? Now, is each unit worth 500 though? Alright, what amount is the same here? How many units do they have in common? Fancy Dan? 3, good job. Alright, so these 3 are the same. This is the amount up here. I'm going to circle it right there. That part is the part that represents what is more, okay? So where do I put the 500?
The one with you.
Very good. On that 1 unit at the end, that is worth, that's the 500 more, okay? So if 1 unit is worth 500, what is every other unit worth? 500. Once we find the value of 1 unit, we can figure out that all the units are the same value, so they're all worth 500. Okay? So, go ahead and fill that into every box. We have to answer the question, how many people own each type of phone? So, how many people own smartphones? Riley?
2,000.
2,000, very good. How did you get 2,000?
500 times more.
Very good. 500 times 4 is 2,000, so we would say 2,000 people own smartphones. And how many own flip phones? Shirley.
Oh, I know. No, 1,000.
1,000 is right here. 500 plus 500 is 1,000, but we had another 500, so do 1,000. We have 500 times 3 units, right? So 3 times 0 is 0. We've got the other 0. 3 times 5 is 15. So we have 1,000. Not 1,015, 1,500. Yep. So, and 1,500 people own flip phones. Okay, so that finishes up exercise 17. Now that we have a little more background on the state diagram stuff and we've practiced it once with a pretty easy example, we're going to do this for commercial and non-commercial vehicles. So, what we're going to do is draw another tape diagram, but let's read the problem first. It says, the superintendent of highways is further interested in the numbers of commercial vehicles that frequently use the county's highways. He obtains information from the Department of Motor Vehicles for the month of September and finds that for every 14 non-commercial vehicles, so a non-commercial vehicle is a regular car, truck, and then there are 5 commercial vehicles, so a business vehicle going somewhere to do business, all right? If there were 108 more non-commercial vehicles than commercial vehicles, how many of each type of vehicle frequently use the county's highway during the month of September? So, we know that, let me move that down. It says, we know that for every 14 non-commercial vehicles, there are 5 commercial vehicles. So let's go ahead and draw that original ratio as a tape diagram. So we have non-commercial and we have commercial. So they don't give us a ton of space to work here, so just try to, conserve your room and don't make everything super bubbly. So non-commercial, we're going to do 14 units. So I'm going to draw 13 lines to make 14 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then for commercial, you need to draw 5. Remember, they should match up in size, the one above them. As far as 5 units should be the same amount, basically, okay? Now we have been given one other piece of information that we need to put on here. It says that there were 108 more non-commercial vehicles. Obviously, there's a whole bunch more non-commercial vehicles. Oops. There we go. There's a whole lot more non-commercial vehicles, right? all of these are vehicles that represent the amount. That's more. So what do I need to label that amount or those units with? Yes.
108.
Very good. So all of these units represent 108 vehicles. So we know that these units are represented by 108. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units there. How would I figure out the value of 1 unit if we know that 9 units is 108? How do I find the value of just one of those units? Kane,
Divide 9
we said it backwards.
Wait, 108 by 9.
Very good. 108 divided by 9. 9 goes into 10. One time. Subtract. We get 18. 9 goes into 18. Twice. Very good. So each unit is worth how much? 12. Yeah. So go ahead. Quickly put 12 in each of the boxes. Alright. Now we have our last step. We have to figure out how many vehicles there are as far as commercial and non-commercial. So down here we have how many units of 12? Right. 5. Alright, so what do we have to do with 5 and 12? Shirley, multiply. Very good. So what is 5 times 12, everybody? 60. So you can label it right here, or you could have labeled it down here. All right, so we have 60 commercial vehicles. We know that this section right here represents 108. So if this is 60, what's the total amount of non-commercial vehicles? Zoe.
60.
So-
Or total.
Total non-commercial, so all of these all together.
168.
Very good. So 168. And we would then write that in a sentence. There are 168 non-commercial vehicles and 60 commercial vehicles. Guys, we're out of time for this class. I would like to say thank you for watching my video, Math with Mrs. Lehman. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.